Hey guys, good morning. I slept some, couldn't sleep anymore, so decided to have a early, late stream. Yesterday, we decided to end the Drown campaign. We're about 25 turns until tier 5 and the Celostras Opera House in Lotern. And while waiting for that, we'd have completed the rest of the objectives. So, just before the short campaign victory, we started the Dwarfs campaign. It's one of the milestone campaigns related to the donation goal for 2019. M13. The rules are as follows. You can only allow to recruit lords, heroes, miners, thunderers, and the regiments of renown. So it's kind of like a thunderer challenge. We're also going towards a short campaign victory. Campaign might end if we reach critical mass with multiple armies. I did a little, brother. I did. This campaign also has the special enabled. So far, it's been 3 chat roars. Press requested Iron Drakes, the Garacopter, the starting ones, and Terry requested the Dragon Black Slayers when they're available.
How can I help?
This is our main army right now. Very strange, we haven't found a single student or archivist. Very strange. Been fighting off Bloody Spears, which have lost in the north to Zufbar, as they mainly focused all their military here trying to destroy us. Barakwar has been doing good. I wish I didn't invite him to war against the vampires, otherwise doing pretty good. They could have taken this whole area, they didn't went north with multiple arms. Fortifying the Silver Road, building up the garrisons, guard holes, walls. Dwarfs have the best garrisons in the game, so they're best at defending. So we'll no problem defending this the moment the walls are up. So the expansion is a bit delayed while getting some experience fighting greenskins and building the army. We can actually get a Tain, nice. Grimnir, Grimnir. Plus 5 attack Tain. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Aye.
Have a Grungion or Runesmith. Press a Bible Thumper. The Rune of Wrath and Ruin. That's go slow. Runesmiths are best in the army with this strategy, because multiple runesmiths could slow down quite a bit, cause quite a bit of stacking of units and slowing their general movements towards our battle line. Which in this case is gonna be lots of firepower. I guess we take Grimnir. I'm not that picky really. Having a Tain is pretty good. Valaya is the best trait, but nothing wrong with Grimnir. Having a Tain with a higher attack is good. Tains are melee experts. They can do some dueling, but their best role is to pin enemy infantry, secure the battle line, and making sure the enemy stays longer away from shield wall so the range can destroy it better.
Yes, for clan honor.
And I have two students. Have recruited military pillars and growing as well.
Who calls me?
I have 2800 remaining.
I refuse.
These battles are good, you know, we're getting ranked. We got the fencer blades on Grombrundle, which is nice. We're at war with pretty much all the greenskins and the vampires. Military allies with Zufbar and Barakwar. We're working on sorting this army here. We only recruit miners and the thunderers for the armies. Regiments renown are also allowed, but not really to fill the armies with much needed units, more like as emergency garrisons. Some armies can definitely get to use this. Road here is pretty good. Income is solid as well. We do have the Grungi's teachings for the research and upkeep productions. Pillars of Grungi is here, and he's in Pillars of Grungi. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Can currently recruit 3 units. We get minus blasting charges instead of the regular ones. Merging all this one, and we'll be disbanding some of the lower ones. Often you see miners with veterans.
How can I help?
With 1 thunderer and 2 miners with blasting charges. One day, our developer will add siege attacker to the miners. One day.
I'm ready.
Blasting charges, I think, will be pretty good with a master engineer in the army. I don't think they're awarded otherwise. Have 2 garages. Be good money there. It's pretty much nice chill early game here, fortifying Silver Road and securing some military.
You know who I am.
With these house rules, the siege battles might be a little bit tough. Hence, the regiment's rounds are loud. So we'll make sure each army gets appropriate regiment renown to make the sieges more smoother. I had the following dwarfs either by direct ownership or through vassals and military allies. Kara's dwarf holds. This 8 needs to change like it is with the vampire caused drowned. It should be 6, and this should be like 10 to 12. Much needed change. Poland dwarf holds Karakungur, Mangumbat, Blaikrag, Ekrund, Karakate Peaks, Karakazgal, and Galbaras. This is Red Eye, Bloody Spears, the Greenskins. This is the Bloody Hands, Crooked Mutineers Gits, red fangs, and top knots. Yeah, the dwarf shield wall is a lot of fun, supported by all the kinds of firepower. I wish they finally saw the names of these factions. You know, the Vampire Counts, the Dwarfs, Greenskins, the Empire. They don't have appropriate names. They've changed this with the Warhammer 2, but they failed to fix the names of these factions before. Dwarves, Greenskins, Emperor Counts definitely need to get their proper names. Maybe when they split, divide the war out of the Dwarves. I do hope that happens, together with Azog out of Greenskins. They can just call them Drakenhof, little brother. No, this is definitely a more appropriate names, more fitting. Belegar on the way. The fact the Togrim and Belegar don't start with a military access, it's mind-boggling.
Not possible.
What's the matter, Belegar? Do you don't know who this is? Do you have any idea who he is? Yeah, the Empire should not be called Empire until they confederate once. I mean, the Emperor gets unlocked when they confederate once. And Jitsu. Yeah, I'm slipping in like episodes.
The dwarfs need me.
The throng is mustered.
Muster arms. I am the White Dwarf.
White Dwarf. Get rid of the rest of the regular ones. Spirit Black Powder next turn.
It is time. Our enemies shall tremble.
What was better? I find the dwarves are more regular in the Witcher universe. But I still do not dwarf like better. Not sure what way you know, what way you don't understand what way you mean. I like more. I definitely like the Warhammer Dwarves more. I don't like how the Dwarves are associated with the square tail. But you know, the Witcher, it's much In a way, it's much more darker and complicated universe. $45.54. What the hell they done to its defense? 54, 45, 54. That's so looks so awkward. Did they lower his defense on the tanks? When did this happen? 54. Huh. This ninja or they actually posted a note regarding this? Nothing in the Amethyst, nothing in the Prophet and the Warlock, nothing in the Fast Tech. Defense looks weird. Not sure they had 45-54 before. I would definitely remember this ratio. .54 melee defense. When did it happen? Check the last 3 patches, not mentioning of any changes to Taints. This definitely looks modified. It's hilarious how they don't classify Tain as a melee expert. Greenskins are multiplying. Belagor will have to go through them. I'm liking the Belagor is actually traveling towards there. Hey Deadbull. Good morning. Also guys, I added another milestone campaign, my M16. Only M17 through 28 missing. M16 will be a melee challenge with elves. % more damage for the Thunderers. 30 missile damage. 619, 8.3 reload. Doesn't get much better here. Need the engineer to make it more better. Engineers are tier higher tier. I do have lightning strike and Gromdel, so this is not really a big threat. We can start poking here. Belagor actually is another army. Don't want to do diplomacy with us because he's rank 9 and we are ranked 47. A little bit weird, but that's by design.
What do you want? What?
We might actually get rid of these guys here. We need to look into confederating Barakwar for sure. I'll let Zubar build up Mangumbat. And hopefully they get some juicy artillery for us. Okay, we got important range technologies here. Now we could consider getting militia training. Make those miners just a little bit better. We could give them 2 attack, 2 defense. We could give them 5 leadership, 5 armor. We could give them 5% movement speed. And I think 10% damage here, and then additional 5 armor here. I still can get quite a bit of buffs. This one does help a little, but it doesn't affect other with the other dwarves. So not really a priority right now. I think militia training will put things our way a little bit more. The attack is not easy to increase on the miners. The Axe Lord is the best way, of course. And this is going to be our second battle skill. Tactician and Axe Lord, because the rest of them are useless. Nearly useless due to the campaign rules. So this will make miners actually deal some damage. Let's see what happens here. They start recruiting some night goblins. Okay. Looks like one of the Skaven factions has already been eliminated. I didn't see which one. Oh, Greenskin's lost. It doesn't really matter, English cake. We can stick to the charges. Doesn't really matter. Hey, Tamir. Well, it was either torturing myself with WoW, because, you know, can't play for another 3 months the way I wanted, or stream some Warhammer while trying to fall asleep. Holy shit, they recruited all that! Is it Sunday there? No, it's Monday. That recruitment always surprises me. Always surprises me how effective it is. I have a lightning strike, so we don't have to take a risk like that. I get a call from Liberation. It's a starting unit, ninjutsu starting unit. They actually defeated the Greenskins there.
Ready.
Very impressive.
Onward. Dowie from another hole. Anad. Dowie from.
These guys are doing pretty good.
No way.
This army here is in a march stance, meaning a lightning strike is amazing. Should lightning strike this one and split this one if we can.
I am the White Dwarf.
We can't. We should just then lightning strike this one.
How can I help?
The Grombendel has easy access and cheap access to lightning strike because his campaign skills are powerful. So it totally makes sense to put a 1-point lightning strike. And the nature of this campaign also requires it.
I'm here now. Attack!
Get our first value with the lightning strike here. This is the beginning of the end of the bloody spears. End to their spamming. See what kind of terrain there is here. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. We're gonna get punished by artillery, so we're gonna have to be careful regarding artillery. I feel like we need to get that ranger regiment renowned to deal with some of the artillery heavy compositions.
Shine like roe.
I have the experience deploying in this map. Hey Booker.
One Kazak. Hazuk. Yes. Miners.
Skyhammer with artillery. I'm not sure I'm gonna be that desperate.
The clans unite.
Ed. They do have some night goblins.
Miners.
They do have some night goblins.
For the High King.
Guys here.
Quarrelers. Iron Drakes. Quarrelers. Miners. Thunderers. The White Dwarf.
Yes, Deadpool. We're only not allowed to recruit these units. Not allowed to use them. Like in the case of M16, we are not allowed to use any of those, where we have to disband them. Very nice, said.
Shields. Strike out. Thunderers.
Might need to consider prioritizing the speed technology.
Nothing can stop us. Strike out. Charge! Power of the ancestors. Drops away. Strike out. Move. Kasuk. Move. Move now. Miners.
Had enough time to move in the right spot. But we have explosives in all range almost. We sure we're supposed to get slow here faster.
Rules of smiting upon. Move! What now? Yes! Vengeance! As you say! For the ancestor gods!
That was a good flash bomb. Very good. Very good flash bomb. Well, what's the name of the factions do to Leeds? Know it by now, Pine Templar. Should have let them get closer a little bit. A bit closer here. We applied too much shock too fast. It's not good. They've killed way more here. Much killing power, yes, we could have killed way more if we weren't so crazy with the firepower. Too much shock. Definitely gonna get attacked by a big force next turn. Might not be ideal terrain. If I stay here, it will be ideal terrain. Then I'll miss a replenishment.
I am the White Dwarf.
I think it's gonna be the same terrain. We just stay in our territory on our side.
No food that's safe in the world.
Put me some tactician here. We just need a good flash bomb and all's good. It's good. Hmm. 132 growth. Why should we prioritize growth in Karazakarak? For the throne? For the master engineer? And the capacity to get more. I mean, that's a good prioritization. Very, very important stuff. Can't really use other buildings, so I might as well prioritize high growth. It's high growth for Dwarfs already. And unlock those engineers faster.
An art.
Eliminate these guys, I think.
The dwarfs need me.
That's Pinocchio. Yeah, the army's looking pretty good. I don't know, Pinocchio. They done sabotage much. Now we play Dwarfs. Dwarfs overpowered. We do have 3 chat roars. Actually 2 right now. One is queued. So last time you should have went with more handicaps, guys, for sure. I'm surprised you don't go 5 handicap every campaign. At least 5 handicap. This army with a handicap could have struggled quite a bit early. Yeah, we are fighting on the same battlefield. Use train to our advantage. Be careful, boys. No fapping during live streams. This area is very nice here.
Find your targets!
Yeah, this is wide enough. Don't think they're gonna be turning around.
Thunderers! For the ancestors! Thunderers!
Well, Steven's style, that's the point. That's the point. I have experience running imbalanced armies. And this is also a challenge which goes with that.
It is a reckoning!
This is somewhat elevated, but we could get closer.
Thunderers!
What faction is my favorite? Dwarfs.
Let the vengeance begin! Ready to serve! We demand blood!
Empire are my it's very close sheet wizard. Since the Forge got the list for dwarves, dwarves are definitely I like them more than the Empire.
They have wronged us!
But dwarves, Empire, and the Vampire counts, they all have a special place for me. This elevation here for these three.
We demand blood!
Play Counter-Strike? Why would you want me to play Counter-Strike?
Miners! For the ancestor gods! Let's start shooting! Thunderers! Taking aim! For the ancestors! Thunderers! For the High King! For the Karazankor! Thunderers!
Just in case if they get closer.
Miners!
Don't know which side they're gonna take. So yeah, we're going to be prepared on the boat.
Cheers!
Flash Bomb is on one of the characters. It's very strong for this strategy.
Dwarf warriors!
You need Dwarf Warriors in this battle.
We demand blood!
Gyrocopter!
Missions like compositions like this require more attention, you know, to the deployment. Only the player dwarves can use the regiments for now.
Thunderers!
Think. Should they change that? This terrain is a little bit weird.
Gyrocopter! Yes!
Imagine the air deploys like this and actually sticks to the battle plan. Holy shit, it would be so difficult to destroy without artillery. This type of composition and formations are very weak to artillery.
Move now! Go!
The gyrocopter's role in this army, Angel Thump, will be to diminish the enemy leadership. So the shock effect of all the guns is enhanced.
Move! Flow! Flow! Range far! Range fast! Nothing can stop us! Take him down! Move!
They're poison now. God damn, that's slow. They're actually shooting their own guys here. Right side looks way more dangerous.
Gyrocopter!
They totally disabled my gyrocopter there. God damn, it's like Skynet.
For the ancestors!
Fucking hell, how they do that shit? Who taught them?
Is it time? Kill Orcs! Plow through! Vengeance!
Don't die, Babel Thump! I'll save you!
Strike out!
Jesus, man, have you seen that shit?
Yes, then! Down! Down! At last! To the fight!
There's the flash bomb here.
Faster! Watch it! I'm unstoppable! My axe thrusts! Anew! Warriors! Fire on the foe!
That was amazing how what he did that. I'm trying to harass them and they had defense. And this is an amazing deployment here, nothing they can do about it.
Power of the ancestors!
The flash bomb is too much for this type of scenario.
Cannons and jaw! A worthy order! Bring
Posting some friendly fire here.
This takes me back! By Valea's will! We are relentless! One desert!
What's going on here? He got slowed, he's getting blocked. This guy's doing so much damage to Gromberdal. He's on a peak.
Go! Go!
Shoot that peak. Look how much damage this guy's doing to Gromberdal.
Nothing can stop us!
What the fuck? Is he ever misses? That guy makes orc war bosses look like they're actually worth something, and not just one of the worst lords in the game. I should have shot that pig immediately. It's beautiful. I really like this this positioning here. The orc war boss on a pig does quite a bit of damage in melee. It's way more deadly than on the wyvern, while the wyvern gives it mobility. Elbron is a very strong duelist. I need a few melee units. I have melee units. What are you talking about? Dwarf soldiers? I have miners. Miners are dwarf soldiers.
How can I help?
Oh, don't worry there, friend. I have so much experience playing dwarves, my beer doesn't fit in my room anymore.
I'm ready. The dwarfs.
If you mouse over, it tells you what these things are. Melee attack is chance to hit, and if you deliver a hit, weapon strength will deal damage. The weapon damage gets mitigated by the armor, while the armor piercing damage will ignore armor. This is nice that this guy is here. We'll eliminate this guy outside. He might retreat though, and then we take the settlement here. What's the situation with the green skins? Rank 8, yeah.
You know who I
You
am.
could also... I don't think this guy will retreat. Maybe. Maybe he retreats. But in either case, he will survive if he can retreat here.
To battle.
Okay, that's battle number 1.
How can I help?
Hold on, just forgot to remove this.
The dwarfs need me.
I am pretty sure I heard Agatama that minimal chance to hit is 8%, while maximum is 90%. It's almost impossible to miss 10 times around 95%, with which we've seen quite a bit of times.
I am the White Dwarf.
Yeah, this will be the end of the Bloody Spears. I did recruit quite a bit of units. Will I stream from Total War Warhammer to Three Kingdoms in the near future? No, no. Will I play WoW Classic? I will. Who the hell is... Who sent you? Who? I will play WoW Classic, yes. I will stream it as well. Arno pretty much already requested it. And anything can happen days are perfect for stuff like WoW. Unless something changes, yeah. WoW is planned. Horror Alliance Alliance.
Dinocopter, vengeance! Hi!
Dwarf War don't only fit in this composition.
Miners!
In 3 months, Sneered. 3 months. It's currently in closed beta.
By my beard!
My breeding, sometimes.
Thunderers!
Let's try something here.
Let the vengeance begin! Find your targets! Thunderous! Let the vengeance begin! Thunderers! For the carrier's anchor! Thunderers! Come together, lads! They have wronged us! Miners!
Streamers, why you put Thunderers in the front and your warriors in the back?
Go! Dinocopter! The White Dwarf! One desert!
Missed resistance here. Do have an extra shield. The angle is not really good from this side.
Ancestors!
Much better.
For the ancestors!
Why do you make this formation? Why make anything in life? Playing with guns, it's in Total War games, it's art. Unless you're playing Empire, then it's chaos. As in Total War Empire. Like, if you want to keep formations like this, we would like to need a Goblober like position here.
Gyrocopter! By Valea's will.
We'll cause some aggro with the heroes.
Trucks away! Nothing can stop us! Plow through! Move! Move it out! Move now! Yes, Lord! Strike out! Yes! Yes! Pick your targets well! Let us bleed for the... No! War of vengeance! High! Range far! Range fast!
I did forget about the quarters. But it's still salvageable to put them close. This hero is aggroing these guys.
Range far, range fast! Charge! Fire on the foe! Shield bearers, hold! Strike out! So! For the High King!
What happened there, friend? Were you wolf riders?
Dwarf warriors! Charge! Through marsh and mountain! Move now! Nothing can stop us! There's a time!
Not yet.
Warlord! I'm unstoppable! Go! Go! To the forge! To it! I shall! Range far, range fast!
We have some extra here on this side.
For the ancestors! Warlord! I speak my lord's will! Miners! Blow through! Will do! Kill Urks! The clans unite! Yes! Kill Urks! Find your targets! Miners! Range far! Range fast! Go! Get moving!
The right side is kind of clear.
Wanderers! Cast out! Understood, Lord! Shoot! Gyrocopter! Shoot the wizards! Miners!
Goes out any moment, I think.
Thunderous! Shoot!
Going to fix this.
Kasuk! Go! By the ancestors! Warlords! Thane! Thunderous! Miners! Nothing can stop us! Power of the ancestors! Miners! Yes, Lord!
Lord, don't even care about the leadership here there.
Warlords! Shoot the wizards! Hook those dwarf legs!
Get 12 kills.
Satisfy the grudge! Move! Aye! Thunderers! The clans unite! Yes, then!
It's Lord fighting along like this makes them fight along as well.
Fast!
All about that Lord there, but they're gonna break now.
For the Carrier's Anchor! Attack!
runes glow. It is reckoning. Find your targets!
Need to focus a lot better in the future.
For the Karazhan Corps! Thunderers! Move!
You have to create like lines facing different directions to use if ever there is a large battle. Especially once you get like 12 plus to like 20 plus thunderers. Gromdel had a higher health, would have kept him on the other side, but the Lord would have killed him. He got smacked by a Lord on a pig. That's pretty good damage. The mass on the Gromdel keeps him always on the foot against it. The Iron Race got stuck in the middle. You should have had him on the left flank. But it was about Thunderers adjusting the firing. All the spears are history.
I am the White Dwarf.
I think we should switch to more Thunderers here. This unit has like almost no value in this army. Almost no value. Red Quarreler is quite valuable. This one could help quite a bit in the siege though, but I can get the regiment renowned for hard sieges. We can also drop some of the miners as well.
How can I help?
Business there. Yoo-hoo! They do have a fortification here.
The dwarfs need me.
Goblober is on rank 16, 2 more ranks.
I'm ready.
This was ideal battlefields for the Thunderers.
Fearless and unbreakable.
I think a lot of people like the Dwarfs and the White Dwarf. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. The miners with chargers have the same charges as Iron Breakers. We could actually check that out. What the hell, man? They're still trying to attack the vampires. Wow. Don't tell them these guys will get rid of one Karstens. I mean, any 10-slot capital is powerful. They have the pretty much replenishment as everybody else, the Reginator, but they have access to more replenishment. More so than the Greenskins, for example. This one is the strongest. Ambusher discovered. Barak Warlord dragging home soon. Don't say such crazy things.
You know who I am? I refuse.
Tier 4 is none.
Who calls me?
They completed tier 4 there.
Fine. This way looks better.
Might get a runesmith here. Room bearer, my bad.
I am the White Dwarf. I'm here. No fool that's safe in the world.
Very rough moment here. So the room bearer is a big deal.
How can I help? Don't you fret, it's done.
Oh! Sneaky, sneaky! Look at that Grimgor going around.
The dwarfs need me. You have my axe. You know who I am.
Well, they
You have any idea who he is? Any idea? This not only help with our current situation, but also with the garrisons. Knowledge used to be so good. Reach it in 2 turns. Imgur has a nice amount of lands here. Looks like he's going towards Mount Squeakhorn, but we're about to fortify it. One tribe of Greenskin is gone, another one takes its place. And until we can go into the direction where they're not going around it, we have to fortify settlements to gain ground. Otherwise it's never-ending stalemate and whack-a-mole with their armies.
Now you gate.
Forwards!
Room bearer, let's do it.
Aye, a rune of burning will do it.
Such a nice chance. They have a satisfied extra. Making Grimgor angry.
I'll
We
see
have that
some.
moment yet. Could jump here. Don't have that nice movement yet. Master Engineer will be doable. Doesn't seem we have this area in range. With a room bearer we might. Master engineer definitely. Abandon this area, these guys come for it, and we do have to go deal with this. Went around, sneaky bastard. You could just ignore it and go for his capital.
An axe!
What the fuck are they gonna do without Blake Rag? They're just risking to lose Mount Squeakhorn.
Not doing it.
Which well, he will have pretty good odds to take. I'm not even sure there is enough movement to attack this in one turn.
I am the White Dwarf.
Attack on Blake Rag looks good, except we don't have a siege attacker. I hoped we would get rank 16 before we had to go for Blake Rag. It's harder to do without a couple garage throwers and a proper composition. Getting into the city is a big problem. Most of the army consists of thunders. Who the hell is their other enemies?
Ready.
Only Clan Angrund. They're gonna primarily focus on us here.
Honor to your ancestors. Now's the time. How can I help? It's no bother. I'll do it. The dwarfs need me.
Well, I'll stay here and see if we can actually recruit something. I don't think he can attack this from here. This is a very rough moment, this area.
You know who I am. Shug off. I am the White Dwarf.
We're at 7 Thunders right now. Attack, 8 defense. This guy's pretty good at killing infantry with the right attack. See, they have not been changed to this standard. Is the AP here by another one, but did not adjust on this unit.
It is time.
Two garages away from Grombundal.
How can I help?
Grombundal. They said Grombundal Torgrim. I meant Torgrim.
All enemies shall tremble. The dwarfs need me.
Yeah. see what Gimga does here.
You know who I am?
Oh, we cannot recruit artillery. It's against the rules. I'm enforcing the rules, and you guys also, if I forgot, you can always remind me. If I forget. Come on, John. Where the hell do we still see this? Oh, we just made it for a particular faction at the time. Shit, funny thing that we would ever play a Dwarf regular campaign, only when we want to do max perversions.
Let's see what the Rune of Fire will do.
Not gonna happen. You have my axe. Moving out. Now what?
It's very hard to get the intercept when you're playing Stardust Gromber because you have a plus 60% evasion. Do a treachery this turn. Every 10 turn we have to break a treaty. We don't have a treaty, declare war. Karakadan is not looking so good.
Speak, dwarf, before I have you killed.
Well, the Greenskins are sending their army, so unless we stop them, we're never gonna end this fighting here. We have to go for the Black Rug. North is looking okay right now, for the most part.
Stop that.
I'm here now.
We need 2 more ranks until we can get the Goblobber. The Dragonback Slayers have been requested. At this point I would like to get Thorgrim.
Zoggoth. I am the
What resources do we have? Beer and gems. Been trading with these guys for 30 turns, not a single coin from the long-term partnership. What was that? Talisman, huh? What's this fear?
Aye.
And speed. I'll get it for the Tane.
How can I help?
Hidden gems, yeah, gems. You know, precious stones. Mazak! Oh, look at Grimgod there. Oh, we got our first archivist. Taking a while, but we got it. Because he got ranked while we were not having any technologies queued. Yeah.
You summoned me?
Bring it down!
Grumbrindle!
Brindle. Looks like they can get 2 R. How many settlements they have again? 5 settlements. With the with if Valasor as well. And the Crook and Fang Fort. Looks like they made peace with the Red Fangs, so they confederate the Red Fangs. This looks like might be even a retreat.
Bring 'em!
The crazy bastards will not retreat. And the garrison is behind them. This battlefield. Is this the one that has the flat back? What's the flat back on the other side? The other side, I think. Oh. I guess we could use this little bit of elevation here. Trolls, 2 cavalry units.
Yes, then?
Garrison is behind us. Have artillery? No artillery. We're gonna lose some range if we don't deploy here. I mean, this is good enough. Just put a lot of thunderers here facing forward. Don't get the trolls on time, they're gonna kill a lot of miners.
Locked and loaded! Thunderers! We demand blood!
Good position for thunderers. If I get a Grimgor on time,
Thane!
the rest of the army will not fight long.
Gyrocopter!
Just have to make sure the Grimgor gets shot.
Find your targets!
Well, as you can see, the thunder, they're able to see everybody approaching from this side. I'll barely see any at this distance, barely. This is their max range, they'll not see somebody approaching from this side. But we could cover that side with the extra thunder.
Thunderous! It is a reckoning! Bring them down!
There are pigs on the right side. We don't have yet that Slayer unit. Should be fine. Oh, this is a nice area here. We can actually deploy another Thunderer just below to shoot, but
Iron Drakes!
put this Iron Drakes here. No runesmith in this one. We'll make a flash bomb close to the Iron Drakes. We have to stop those pigs. I feel like they're gonna separate the army here. Just need to get those trolls on time.
Thunderers! Bring them down!
I have limited explosives without Master Engineer. I think Master Engineer will give them more explosives.
Thunderers! For the Karas Anchor! They have wronged us!
One is not really good here.
Thunderers! We demand blood! Let the vengeance begin!
It's like not even very good here to deploy at all.
Miners! They have wronged
Can get closer.
us! Miners!
What about this area here? This is good. This one is perfect. This one might obstruct some of the fire. Guess we could just put it like this.
We demand blood!
Unit of dwarf warriors. Mostly worried about those pigs just murdering the right side. But we can have a tank close to aggro them. So I can actually use another range.
Miners!
Another melee, I mean.
By the grudge! Iron Drakes! Dwarf warriors!
1 second. Okay. Try to auger a little bit on the left side before going to the middle for the flash bomb. Try to take those pigs closer to roll. Can you believe how much time we put into deploying these formations? I mean, look at this. This looks pretty amazing, right? We actually made sure that all the elevation is right, so the guns can still keep shooting. That's very pretty formation here. You could probably halve the deployment time by cutting out the fapping. Oh man. I guess hopefully you appreciate this formation, man. This you have to check every single change in terrain here. Like for example, this one has pretty much the left side clear, and if something goes over, they're gonna start to lose some line of sight unless it's large. The trolls are probably gonna come this way, so they're facing like this. And since they're gonna not really be able to, you know, check right, we have another one just to shoot at medium range. Just to shoot at the medium range, not really care about what's going on the left or the right. This is basically just a one big thunder unit here, which has the left and the right side covered. Not really two units, because nearly a third of the unit will not be able to fire in any direction. Unless those trolls come right through the middle.
War of vengeance. Yes.
Grimgor is pretty weak to the brimstone gun. This is bulky. It looks like they're ignoring reinforcements. Get extra missile resistance? Not yet.
Take to the air.
Need to auger those peaks.
Yes. Yes.
Looks like reinforcement gonna get ignored, which means this might take extra damage here.
Time for real. Nothing can stop us. Plow through.
Take 'em down.
How many percentage is this game got a low threat? Like under 30. Those pigs are not taking the bait. Spiders took the bait. And this is out of the range of the guns. Well, shit. Illich, what the fuck? Okay, we're getting in the range. Are we gonna be late here?
I speak my lord's will.
Rage fast.
Okay, the trolls are getting into range of the guns. We need to have like Grombeller here, not on the other side.
For the cannons of jaw. Strike on.
Okay, the trolls are getting shot. Finger is getting too close. This is fine here. Route those trolls, route those trolls. Totally ignoring the reinforcements. Center is not even getting that much aggro here.
Gyrocopter.
One does that.
Iron Tracks.
Pump the earth.
Take him.
Grimgar is almost down. Shoot him.
Wanderers! We're the ancestors!
Guys are getting aggro as well.
Giant or
I'm gonna go help them with the bombs.
strike out!
This is fine.
Wanderers!
I'm not supposed to turn this unit here.
Down! Wanderers!
Send these guys forward to deal with the archers.
Charge! It is a reckoning!
Pretty good, pretty good.
Iron drakes!
Agro mine is still ever close. The shock has been applied. They'll not last long. I'll recover from the leader dying, but it's still gonna be at -10. They're gonna. This guy's gonna go away.
No! Yes! Yes, yes!
Look at those archers.
Now! Feel hooks!
Just have to get rid of this. They're losing leadership. This unit is still holding.
Attack the earth!
Mines are getting quite a bit of attention.
Fire on the foe!
But it's acceptable.
We demand blood!
This guy's going to get on top of the hill there.
Look out! Hey, Dwarfs!
And they're routed.
Miners!
Dwarves!
I would like to. We need to kind of create a formation where the more focus on the center, but it's too early for that. We don't have the master engineer yet. Master engineers, we can create more focus on the center. Because the center, you know, is gonna have a million DPS. You have to maneuver the flanks. One flank can also be covered by a Slayer. Just putting a Slayer there for high threat will make sure some of their pester units will go choose center or the side and not go around. Just because the Slayer is there. What the fuck were those chariots shooting at?
Heading out!
Much cleared. Oh, a student. Nice, nice, nice.
The dwarfs need
How
me.
long the student? Grombrindal. 10% research.
I am the White Dwarf.
The White War. Had a flash bomb. We have obstinacy. Yes. We need to get 6 skill points to unlock Raleigh. So the second skill is Axe Lord. 8 defense on and attack on miners will make them survive longer, deal more damage. Will be especially helpful for these flanks and the sieges. How do we get through barriers of movement? Doing actions on the runesmith. Any action can trigger it. It's pretty easy to trigger. Just need to get a couple of runesmiths doing actions.
How can I help? Cuz!
I wonder if those miners gonna get killed. These gunners should finish this off automatically.
I'm here. Forward!
Engagement we received, nothing Thunderous wouldn't be able to handle.
An axe!
Okay, we dealt with that. We can go towards Karang Drone before these guys decide to come. We're close to unlocking the artillery unit. Regiment's renown. I'd like to get the speed here. Speed would be quite nice. We can position better, faster. Need to give an order and the unit has to turn around at speed matters.
It is time.
Aye. Let's hear what you have to say. We'll hear it before off goes.
Already too many enemies here.
Not up then.
Gonna start recruiting Black Orcs.
I am the White Dwarf.
I think that with firepower and the Master Engineer should be able to handle Black Orcs like they're biggins. They're slow. Need this here. Wars tier 4 and tier 5 always take longer.
I'm here now.
Our kin have come. Fetch the brewmaster. We drink. No.
We drink.
Yes.
Have you come to pledge me your loyalty? Fulfilling vows. Greetings, kin. Aye.
Look how fast they act here, it's just crazy.
You know who I am.
I have a big reinforcement range in Gromendal.
How can I help?
The Gromendal has 50% more of reinforcement range. So even if we are not in range of this, he'll still reinforce.
Our enemies shall tremble. Scrund. Forget it.
Let's see here.
The
You're gonna be
rules are ready.
what are these guys going?
This is my land.
Look at this, 3 lords, not even a vase. Must be nice. 3 clone war bosses.
Aye. A rune of burning will do it.
Still no room better.
The dwarfs need me.
Come on, take your own pick so we can trade. Would be very nice. That's a lot of biggins. That's a lot of biggins.
Fearless and unbreakable.
Talisman here is magic resistance, no enchanted item. It's gonna require some resources to unlock the other ones. People saying around like turn 150, but it's, you know, not really a setting. I think Azog will attack character no matter what. Three pigs and 2 spiders, and a unit of trolls. .1, 8.3. How long am I gonna be streaming for? Another 40 minutes, I think. 40 minutes or so. I'm gonna try to get some sleep after that. The next stream will be Witcher 2. When I get back. Oh my god, they're here, no deployment. Oh, that could hurt. That could hurt. Look at these rocks here. So nice. We'll let the garrison buy some time here.
Dwarf warriors!
Guards, strike out!
Hey, Grimmisp.
Quarrelers,
Don't skirmish!
strike out!
Move!
Not them if they get close!
Kill the old splitters! Don't skirmish!
We need guns in a position where we can actually see the terrain.
For the Caravan Corps!
This is like just preliminary.
Bomb those dwarfen legs!
Die bomb! Charge! Go!
Quarrelers,
The unit of trolls coming there.
Bring them down!
How flat is this?
arm!
Kill hooks!
Move now! We are relentless! Go!
On us!
For the ancestors! Strike out!
Range far! Range
Why is it going around there?
Axes out! Charge!
Won't be able to do much maneuvering here. This army was reinforcements. I'm still going into the guns there.
White dwarf!
This little Azog. We should shoot Azog there.
To the wizards!
Good Azogs.
Shine like road!
It's a little bit wasted here, this side.
Dwarf warriors! Move now!
Still give some firepower here.
They have wronged us.
Just need to get closer here.
Lord. Understood, Lord.
This will break, no doubt. And guys are coming around. It's pretty good here. A lot of beacons there. We just need a flash bomb.
Yes!
Is it time?
Azek is dead. He just ran into the gun line. Look at that shit.
We demand blood.
What a Wazak.
Find my ears.
What a Wazak.
For the Carrots and Gore! Fire! Reload! Fire!
Some targets here.
Reload! Fire! Thunderers! Hit your targets well!
The sides are fine. Just keep reforming this.
Move now!
For the Carras and Gore.
Withdraw!
This thing is collapsing here.
Thunderers! Anu!
Very well.
Anet!
Guys should be able to hold there.
Nothing can stop us! Warriors!
All good here. These pigs are confused there. They really want to go around. They've been denying it.
Pump those dwarfen legs! Thunderers! Yes!
Very well.
On! Plow through!
Comprendo. As you say.
Beautiful.
Quarrelers!
Plunderers. Kasuk.
Iron drakes!
Iron Drakes are built to be in knee deep in shit.
Take
At
to the
close range to always supply some fire.
Power of the ancestors. Fast as you're able.
Five casualties in Grommel's army. I love how Azek just ran into the gun line. .194 kills on the Iron Drakes. Oh, we unlocked the Dragonbeck Slayers and the artillery. Artillery can actually be quite a bit of damage, and it will give us a way to aggro the enemy army. If the enemy has artillery, it could definitely get ugly. If we don't have this unit with us. With the house rules, we're not allowed to recruit other artillery. Just this one from the Regiments of Renown. You're telling me he already recruited 9 units in a single turn? Holy shit, Ethic.
I am the White Dwarf. How can I help?
arcane winds, runes of spite.
First room better, very nice.
Aye.
10% movement range is quite a big deal.
know who I am?
Let's get this first. This one was requested. What's the name? What tricks? God Slayers.
The dwarfs need me.
We want to compare the projectile damage in these units. So, missile damage 40. And iron breakers have 54. 30 and 12. The iron breakers have a stronger explosive. A little bit over 30% stronger.
I am the White Dwarf.
Need one more garage for Togrim. One more. Need to take over the Dead Pass.
An art.
This is gonna be too juicy for them to ignore.
Scrund.
Well, the plan ambush here.
I'll see it done.
They can recruit a whole army within 3 turns, which is insane. They started to recruit veteran Black Orcs. If those guys get into melee, head's gonna fly. Need a muscle engineer to make sure they don't get into melee.
I'm here.
Bridge these two.
I'm ready. How can I help?
We'll get the Goblobber. I have a siege attacker. Rank 8 Black Orcs turn 33. Must be nice.
I refuse.
Must be nice.
For the wisdom of the layer.
We need to bring this down. They have this Black Orc Forge here, that's why they're recruiting in such a high rank. And take down the Iron Rock. Well, see how this will work in Siege
You know who
here.
I am?
Try to flee. I think Outer is always fine here. Slayers might take damage. I'm fine. That's very convenient getting in them like that. By the time we approach the Iron Rock, that army will be full. And by the time we deal with that army, they're gonna have another army. We have to stop this madness. We're not getting threatened by anybody, so we're gonna continue to spam this until we stop the spam ourselves. They're only on war with us in the area.
The dwarfs need me. No fool, that's safe for now.
Arm's gonna be full next turn. I haven't restarted recruiting another lord. Let's go. Oh, that's here already. What the hell?
Aye. Let's hear
Stop
what you
fighting the
have to say.
vampires. Go
We'll hear
fight the
it before
greenskins.
I'll go.
Oh man, I was. If I didn't invite them war against the vampires, they would have all destroyed the greenskins in the area. Oh man.
Aye.
On my kin, the throng of Cadrim. All right.
Yes, see, man, I'm great.
One rag. Bring it down.
He now has fear against greenskins.
I am the
Yes, we don't want to fight here. What would be the best position here?
one rag.
There's the cross here.
Don't you fret, it's done. Strolling?
Let's hope we are not risking too much here. How many black orcs they gonna get? Another maybe 5? There's no way they're gonna have 11 black orcs. No way. You're in an underway, so I'm hoping it's that underway, my favorite one. I think around this area it should be the one. Bad underway here, oh my god, with all those guns. They do get reinforced. Be the one. Easy game. Easy life. It's not like we spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and 500 plus hours fighting around these areas. This is the knowledge of terrain, boys. Knowledge of terrain. We defeat both of these, Iron Rock is ours. No more veteran orcs. Hopefully they don't come behind us. Can you imagine the garrison come behind us when they're all in front of us? Because they're at the same spot when they attacked. They attacked and the garrison is behind them. Now imagine if the garrison comes behind us. And this is why I love Dwarfs. My favorite battlefield. Nothing on the left, nothing on the right. Everything in the center. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We can even harass their leader while they're approaching.
Shine like row.
This part is a little bit elevated here because of the, something is supposed to be moving here, right? Nothing moves through these parts anymore except greenskin armies. How big is our gun line? Do we even need it this big? It's a little bit overkill. A little bit overkill. We put a miner on each side would be best.
Let the vengeance begin!
Don't believe they have any artillery. If anything gets threatening here, we send in the Slayers.
Thunderers! Miners! Thunderers!
Get a little bit better here. It's a little bit more.
Thunderers! The Grimnir! The clans unite! Miners!
I'll get a master engineer. It's still very early. Win for master engineer. It's like luxury.
Iron Drakes!
Let's give the Saga Smiths
Black Orcs and Begins. Begins are not even really that problematic. They're so easy to shoot. Guys, a bit forward.
Dwarf warriors!
Apply the flash bomb wherever they come from.
Miners! Find your targets!
Start this. I just have to check something in the kitchen. 1 second. Okay, I'm here. Deploy their end, we deploy the other end. But they're the ones who are attacking here. But how much ammo we have here? 18. Let's go kill their lord. Apply pressure.
Let us bleed for the clan.
This one has fear and 34 speed.
Gyrocopter. Nothing.
Want all shots on this guy.
Yes.
And once we get veterans on this unit, it'll be possible for this unit to
Let the vengeance begin.
totally destroy one lord
Strike on.
or 50% health before engagement.
Range far. Range fast. Charge.
Hey Duffy, who's that again? Name change and a reminder.
Gyrocopter. Strike out. Take your targets well. Yes, yes. Nothing can stop us.
Lance? Hey there. Don't really care about the kingdoms now.
Range fast.
Nobody has requested it, so we're not playing it.
All in Bear's race. Go.
Aha! Yoo-hoo!
Plow through.
Shove the wassers!
That's pretty good damage. Once this thing get the veteran bell skill from Davi Firepower, it's gonna be so deadly to the lords. Two of these can kill pretty much any lord in the game. But we have to deal only with one starting unit. This is how we break their leadership, and the guns will break their army. Oh, I do love the story as well. I'm watching the Three Kingdoms on YouTube TV show. Pretty good.
Pick your targets well. Strike out. Blaze fast.
Always love the scheming from Cao Cao.
Aye, as you command.
And he's scheming people, and then the look and the smile. Oh man, they did nail the actor for that shit.
Right. Move. Move. Shove the wassers. Take him down. Move now.
Holy shit, they both got up.
Move.
Why would it feel cheap?
March.
We are in the air, they are not.
Stop us. Move now.
What the hell, man?
Anu. Plow through.
Make sure to send them into melee to fight with honor, right?
Kill them all in Beard's reach. And
Main purpose of the brimstone gun is to harass the enemy important units, and the most important unit here is the general.
Kazuk.
This is the phase of the fight, you know, the harassment phase of the fight.
Charge.
And this is what this unit does. It's its whole purpose.
Blaze fast. Plow through. Blaze.
So it feels cheap to exploit enemies' weaknesses. It's war.
Now. Grudge thrower. The next kill is ours. Move. Go. Will do. Strike out. Go.
Realize the dwarves have no magic.
Strike out. Nothing can stop.
You could look at the same thing like, does it feel cheap to cast magic all the time with the vampires?
Move now. Charge. Charge. Fire.
Harassment is a very important part of the battle. Some factions just good at it. And the gyrocopter main role is to harass.
Is it time?
It's in the air. Air units are all about opportunity.
Blaze fast. Aye. Grudge thrower. Stop.
The Black Orcs on the left are scaring me. Click here on the unit banners to uncheck and lock the unit icons.
Grumbrando.
Black Orcs are getting closer. It's always gonna get killed, and I'm gonna pull back. Those Black Orcs are nasty. A lot of pigs approaching from this side. pull back, pull back. Put black the morale here. Those pigs. Need the black orcs approaching here. Left side is looking very ugly there. Then in the slayers.
Thunderers! Shoot! Kazu! For the High King!
Guys got hit by the pigs. And they're losing leadership here.
For the ancestors!
It's fine here. Oh, good.
Take that! Yes!
Oh, good.
Shoot!
All the black orcs have gotten into the thunderers.
This swamp is
It's not good.
Attack! Miners!
Sending the minus 4, pull out the thunderers.
Come on! Plow through! Shoot!
Good here.
Strike out!
Kinda blocking their charge here.
Fire! Kazu! Take aim!
They're all this range here, just shoot there.
Honest!
So let us deal with this.
To attack!
Deal with that shit there.
Thunderers! Miners! I shall!
Rumble getting killed by these black orcs. Leadership cannot hold much longer than this.
Wait them back!
Just a little bit more. Iron Rex is pinned. Now Gromdel's in trouble. And then the gyrocopters.
Thunderers! Shoot the Wazzocks! Sorry, move it! Sorry, Pasha!
They're almost broken their leadership here. Almost.
Kill him! Down! Kill them! At your command!
And slays of those black orcs.
Wow! Rock out!
You can click the pause, but you cannot give the orders.
Players! Nothing can stop us! Put those dwarven legs!
This Iron Rex survived, which is very impressive. Actually, the leadership lasted still pretty long, even after getting rid of their war boss. Should expose the Iron Rock to us. We did take damage on some of the melee units, we're not supposed to take that much. That the Grumble just got tracked by those Black Orcs. Don't have enough resistance yet to fight the Black Orcs with the leader.
We demand blood and
Really did very well in this battle. 237 kills. This is the only artillery unit we can use this campaign. If we at the Confederate dwarves with the Southern dwarves with the artillery, we can keep the artillery. What we really need for the Gotrix Godslayers, this unit, we need the flaming attacks. Because they apply slow and flammable, and they have flaming attacks that are real deadly.
axe us out!
Look at those Black Orcs running so fast. What is this voodoo? 32 speed, we have 40. All of a sudden they have full vigor. Yeah, those guys just hard counter the trolls. Pretty much any unit, because any unit gonna be weak to fight against this unit. You just need flaming attacks from the Banner of the Eternal Flame. Trolls will just got deleted by this unit. This unit in particular. The moment you put the flaming attacks on them. They don't have the flaming attacks themselves. We'll get some replenishment here. Maybe. They take down the Iron Rock, they won't be able to recruit veteran Black Orcs. Starting to rule a new army at the Black Crag.
I am the White Dwarf.
Iron Rock garrison is in really bad shape.
No way!
It is time.
Yeah!
You know who I am.
30 attack. Guys will have 41. Hey Kara. We'll go for the Iron Rock here. There's still an army in the city, so they can't really reinforce in the same time. Take down the Black Orc Forge, no more veteran Black Orcs. I'll actually keep this replenishment here. See what happens in the when we take the settlement.
Aye?
The runes are ready.
It's ready.
One back. Grumbrindle. Let's go. Drungham.
Valea's will binds me to you. The rune's duty is never done.
Fight.
We did kill most of them in that battle. I have to take the Iron Rock. Make sure that this is the next battlefield. Without the walls here, it will be easy to destroy armies around this area.
Power of the ancestors.
Hey Berzonka. No problem, you're welcome.
The ancestors watch.
Let's see what we can do here. We might not have enough to deploy anything here.
The White Dwarf.
For the High King! Come
Yeah, barely anything here. Still have the left tower.
Yes. Strike.
What do we have here? 45 miss resistance, this game is live. Shield, 120 armor.
Dive bomb.
Let's go harass those goblin archers. Get these guys closer. Get the crossbows to shoot here and some of the guns.
Rage far. Rage fast. Blow through.
Miner here and the rest of them.
Take to the air.
They should be outnumbered here. No, not outnumbered, not a single war in the world. Not a single war in the world.
Blow through. Move. Gas. Move now. Charge. Race far. Range fast. Strike out. Grunden ground. Let the vengeance begin. Gyrocopter. Catch-a-cut. Ah!
Steady, huh? Steady. Steady goblins getting attacked by air bombardment.
Yes, then. Moving
It's a
on.
comedy. Think we're gonna be able to complete you think should we be able to complete Witcher 3 before WoW Classic? Oh man. You're right, the Battle Battles not happening this year. Oh man. Absolutely right. Am I gonna play it? Well, Arno pretty much said he will request it, so yeah. Once I start, once I get in, you know, it's gonna be there. I will see how much I enjoy it, and it will, you know, you never know. Maybe I just played more than just, you know, the initial novelty phase. That's why we have anything can happen Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It will be played on those days. I'm hyped. I'm definitely hyped for the WoW Classic. I did really enjoy the slower pace back in the WoW Vanilla. And just doing quests, grinding to the areas, still getting levels, doing dungeons, listening to the every zone music. It's just a chill, man. Like a vacation. No, I don't go on vacation, so I guess WoW is gonna be my vacation. I'll be pretty much doing like completions every area, every dungeon. Enjoy. Are they outnumbered yet? They're outnumbered yet. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct, Shit Wizard. Well, we're gonna have to meet new people. I have you guys. You'll be able to. You'll be free. You'll be able to play with me. I'll be playing. I'll be playing a mage on Europe. I'm not sure, you know, how the server is gonna work, but mage, human mage in Europe. That's where anyone who wants to join, will be able to join. We might get a group for at least group some dungeons later. Are we gonna call the guild? The lore? That'd be cool. That'd be cool. What the hell, man? Where's the outnumbered penalty? What the fuck done with outnumbered penalty? This ain't right. It's not how the game works. You can't be changing the fundamentals of the game without putting in the patch notes. Look at this, outnumbered penalty. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna set a hand gunner here. They're gonna fire once and they're just gonna rout. War Guild and the other guild leader Ungrim Elchfist. But that means I have to make a dwarf. The dwarf cannot be a mage. I could play a dwarf rogue or dwarf hunter, but I really want to play a mage. I really enjoyed mage in the vanilla. What the fuck is this leadership, man? World of Warcraft. Is Vanilla WoW free to play? I don't know. There might be just even a separate client with a separate subscription. Nobody knows yet. We'll know more, I guess, as we get closer to the release. Don't worry, I'll give food to everybody. Food portals, 5 gold each. Open 24/7. Witcher Wedding Room is a great guild name. Oh man. We've got the Iron Rock now. The boat? Oh, okay, that's good to know, Katama. Oh, we actually kept the washroom on. Look at that, look at that. We get that sheet, we be rolling in the dough.
I am the White Dwarf.
Let's go get that with firepower. Thunderers and the gyrocopter there. You're gonna play a Warlock. Warlock is so overpowered in vanilla. You're gonna love it. So overpowered. We have to see what's gonna be the server situation. But we might need to gonna play on the PP server. And then Mage with the build I want. You know, it's like it's gonna be so fragile. The Warlock is gonna be so overpowered.
Who calls me?
Oh man. Make sure to get tailoring so you get all the big bags. And full of soul shards. What do you think, guys? They're gonna add the quality of life, like stacking soul shards or the vanilla achievements? Shit like that. Ah, that the building iron rock is amazing. We've seen it already before. Yeah, couple of dots and a fear spam with a warlock in vanilla, so overpowered. It's like you're gonna die to the dots, and then fear just making the warlock alive.
It is time.
Pala vanilla, you're gonna look like hobo, man. You're gonna wear cloth, leather, mail, plate all at the same time just to get some you know, bonuses for healing. Anything else, you're gonna be a tryhard. Okay. You take the black rug. Getting the green skins will make things much easier for us.
The dwarfs need me.
The healing in the vanilla was not that strong. It was necessary even for PvP, but it was not that strong. Vanilla, the healing healer started being good in Burning Crusade. Vanilla healers were necessary, but it was so easy to kill. Nice to have a healer in the party for whatever you're doing in the vanilla, though. Warrior is very strong in vanilla. You just get a healer with you and murder people. It's very gear dependent, and without the heals, you know, you get all the rage, but you're near death, and then you can't use all the rage because you're gonna die. But if somebody's healing you, you're gonna be killing multiple people. Water with a friend, you're gonna love it. I think the kind of the weakest class in vanilla is like, it's from my perspective, my experience of playing the game was priest. I like it was only good for the raids. That's just from my experience.
Your prestige
But I made a mistake.
grows, my lord. News of your conquests spreads far and wide. Your developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
The Shadow Priest is, you know, something else, for sure. But you're not gonna have many friends playing a Shadow Priest. Those dots the Shadow Priest could have in vanilla was devastating. You cast those dots and only a Mind Blast and target is gonna die.
No way.
Man, dots so strong in vanilla. Make me wanna play Warlock. This Priest was not strong until Burning Crusade. Was kind of starting to get really strong like in the Red Lich King.
You know who I am? I'm here.
They got an army, they're recruiting an army here.
Dark Gate.
I am the White
Oh,
Dwarf.
poor Booker. Don't worry, Booker. Join us. We'll teach you the ways.
I'm here now. Forward. Attack!
Well, that's would be interesting to know, Sujek, for sure. For sure. Man, I would love to experience Classic and then like in a year or two Burning Crusade. Oh man. That would be something.
Shine like roe. Thunderous.
Opening of Dark Portal and like the first 3 weeks of the Burning Crusade, I was like
They have wronged us.
something else, something else.
Locked and loaded.
It's definitely one of my favorite times of being alive.
To the Karazanko. Gyrocopter. The White Dwarf. Thunderous. By my beard. Grumbrindle. By the ancestors.
No man, opening of Dark Portal and fresh Burning Crusade would be just too good to pass. They're gonna do that shit. They're probably gonna put it on a separate server and leave the people, you know, to stay in a permanent vanilla on the final version. And some people will be able to progress further on the same character. Now that would be something.
Get moving. Plow through.
That would be something.
Beards together. Show us the target. We stay put.
I'm just, you know, super hyped of going through the vanilla again. All the content, leveling. every zone and the music, exploring.
For the colors
It's gonna be a nice vacation, I think.
Power of the ancestors.
I Shudder Horse Heroic is like they wouldn't even make a group unless you had 2 mages in the group. I was a mage at the time. It's like Warlock. There was like one guy pissed the Warlock we would never get into the group because they would just take extra mages into the dungeon instead. The mages would never get lucky with any of the gear there, but you would grind for that weapon for the faction on the exalted. 2 mages, Shadow Hole, so no go.
we are relentless. Shield-bearers ho!
I really enjoyed the heroics back in Burning Crusade. It was actually crowd control.
The clans unite. Move now. Get moving.
Is it time?
Shield-bearers ho!
Thunderous!
Get rid of their leadership here.
Go, go!
All these guys down.
You say! Let's turn the tide!
Pump those dwarfen legs.
Oh, then don't let them charge.
Stop!
I loved WoW Vanilla, but Burning Crusade was my favorite part. Up until the opening of the Black Temple. And Black Temple had so much trash. It was like somebody sucking the life out of you. But the bosses were very nice in Black Temple. Did the Ilden raid, yeah.
How can I help? I am the White Dwarf.
Grimgor is coming here, so we have to fight him here.
The dwarfs
We have to
need me.
also be careful with the replenishment. I think we can reinforce this because of the dwelling here. Large army is always gonna be in our favor because the everything else will get carried by the a bunch of guns. It was just really boring. I wanted to get a gear there. It was just really boring the going through all the trash all the time. Mount Hijal totally exhausted me already on those waves and trash fights. I guess I wasn't really that dedicated back then to go through it. I loved Tempest Keep and the Separate Caverns though. The Lady Wash fight, oh my god, who made up that shit?
Greetings, honorable ally.
Okay, what do we have here? Defensive lines? No.
Brindle.
Okay, boys, this is gonna be it for now. I'm gonna go try to get some sleep. The next stream we'll be playing some Witcher 2. This campaign will continue. Thank you for watching and see you later. I'm gonna stop talking about WoW every single stream. Goddamn WoW addiction is back and they didn't even release the game.